Last night, this village was in German hands. Today, we hold it. And from this village tonight, we're putting in a further counterattack.
I served in the U.S. Navy in the Persian Gulf. I took an oath when I was commissioned to defend the Constitution against enemies, both foreign and domestic. Trump, to me, and his cabinet of MAGA followers are the biggest enemy to the Constitution we have. Get rid of them now.
My name's James Neal, Lieutenant, United States Navy, retired. I raised my right hand in 1994 and swore to give my life, if necessary, to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I'd just like to say to Trump and Musk and your daddy Putin and to whores and cowards like J.D. Vance and Pete Hegseth, who have betrayed your oath and your fellow veterans in this country to serve in a fascist regime. There's 4.2 million combat veterans in this country, and we may be older and fatter, but most of us still take very seriously our obligation to defend the Constitution from people like you. And we will defend it. And you're doing your best to push us into a position where we feel like we are running out of peaceful options to uphold that oath. That's not a threat. That's fucking math. God bless the free people of this republic, and fuck the fascists.
Hi, my name is Teresa, and I am a veteran and the widow of a veteran. My husband and I proudly served in the United States Air Force in the 1980s, working with aircraft refueling systems known as POL. My husband's last tour of duty was in Saudi Arabia in support of Desert Storm. As veterans, we took an oath. We served with honor. We expect no less of our leadership. I feel a deep sense of betrayal for all our veterans, our ancestors, our allies, and our active duty service members who put their lives on the line for their country, just like those before them did. It isn't just Donald Trump and his administration that betrays us. It's every single person who supports and enables him. He is powerless without active support from his followers. And to them I say, stop following a coward and a traitor. Rise up, stand with us, and demand an end to this fascist takeover.
Hello, my name is Bob Dowdy. I'm 85 years old. I served in the U.S. military from 1957 to 1961. I swore my allegiance to this great country. I'm disappointed in Donald J. Trump, who has no respect for anything, especially people who were wounded. I'm appalled by the fact that he doesn't seem to care about the people in this country or the country. That's all I have to say.
Navy veteran here in support of the veterans movement to remove Trump from office. I can't possibly cover all the ridiculous stuff he's done, but here's a few. He's dissolved our closest alliances. He is unleashing wildly stupid tariffs that even Reagan would scoff at. He unlawfully removed press clearances for the AP. He unlawfully fired the U.S. Inspector Generals. He gutted the IRS so even more rich can cheat on their taxes or just forget to file without enforcement. He gutted the VA when they were already severely understaffed. He relentlessly assaulted the judiciary and continues to do so as a convict. He quietly removed lobbyist ethics policies paving the way for corruption. He's detaining legal immigrants, some of them dying in custody. He's formed a group of cronies to try to purge Democratic generals. He said climate change is good and is accelerating fossil fuel consumption. He publicly derided Volodymyr Zelensky, while thousands of brave Ukrainians are being raped and murdered in front of their loved ones. Trump's words are seditious. His motives are selfish. He has no idea what it means to serve or struggle. DC might wonder why he's in office. Here's why. Americans are facing a deepening wealth inequality every day and increasingly scarce opportunities for a living income. Trump is not a figure of hope. As far as I can tell, he's just a curse placed on the rest of us. He is revenge, pettiness, entitlement, greed, and lust personified. He is the America that does not want to face the future. He is the America that does not want to learn or adapt. He is the America that will not love their neighbor. Nothing good will come from this administration. This is a crisis point. We have existential, economic, and scientific challenges to overcome. We don't have time for this shit. There's 1,000 reasons to impeach him, but only the Senate can remove him from office. The future can't wait. The Senate is the only protection we have from an executive coup. This is your duty to uphold. For the many who have served, fulfilling their duty meant death. Do not dishonor them, and don't ignore their sacrifice to go play golf. Thank you, Senator Booker, and all of you who are standing up to this admin. Warriors wield the pen and the sword. We are the Flood 5051.
Hello, my name is Michael J. Doc Sanchez. I'm a third-generation U.S. Navy veteran, the grandson of a World War II POW. I'm also a second-generation Navy hospital corpsman and a retired 21-year VA nursing service employee. I've held the hands of many of my fellow veterans as they went to our Creator. I'm also a cancer survivor, thanks to the life-saving care that I've received from VA. Recently, in a YouTube video to VA employees, the Secretary of VA, call me Doug Collins, announced with his disarming countrified accent that he was firing over 15% of the VA workforce, 83,000 plus dedicated VA employees, a third of who are my fellow veterans, Doug. And followed by lying with a smile, falsely claiming that VA patient care would not be disrupted when it already has been by previous mass firings. For example, the research into the cancer that's trying to kill me and thousands of other veterans from 2 wars, that stopped weeks ago when the researchers were cut loose without cause. The harm to veterans' care at VA by these cruel and useless mass firings cannot be quantified, and putting tens of thousands of veterans serving at VA into instant food and housing insecurity does nothing to refocus the VA, as Doug falsely claims. Vets want a fully staffed, fully funded VA, not a gutted payroll service to for-profit community partners. Vets say save our VA. Remember, alone I'm a drop. Together we are a flood.
He's gutting the VA. According to the VA itself, close to 18 veterans a day committed suicide in 2022. Yet this man wants to remove 80,000 jobs at the VA, most of it mental health. This man has no respect for your sacrifices and your duties that you gave to our country. Project 2025 discusses removing disability ratings for people under 30% disabled and for removing concurrent disability and pension for retirees over 50% disability rating. Many vets count on this to get by, and it is going to cause life-altering financial hardship for these men and women. I'm recording this today because I give a shit. I give a shit about my country standing in the world. I give a shit about maintaining our national security secrets. I give a shit about protecting the rights of those who need them protected because they're on the fringes of our society. I give a shit about people like my parents living on Social Security benefits that they earned and the financial hardship removing them would take. I give a shit about our national parks. I give a shit about our environment. These people don't give a shit. And I give a shit because a third of our country chooses to still support this piece of shit. Either A, because they're too stupid to realize they're being conned, or B, he speaks to the misogynistic, sadistic, racist, rapist living deep down inside of them. Because if you surround yourself with these type of people, you support these type of people. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Thanks for listening.